Welcome back to me and Trespasser's. Me is Dr. Killavin, in case I didn't know that. That's my name, which I know, I think. But we are doing a collaboration together, top 10 movies that are anticipated to look forward to the end of 2012, which is now. So this is part 2, check out part 1. I rarely recommend you check out part 1 first, because you just should. We have 6.
Thank you, Doctor. Okay, now I'm back for number 6 on our list. And number 6 on our list is called Cloud Atlas. This stars Tom Hanks, Halle Berry, I believe Hugh Grant is also in this. And this movie is basically from the creators of The Matrix, you know, the Wachowski brothers, who I should say now is Wachowski brother and sister now. But it looks really, really good from the trailer. And they have an extended trailer too. This looks like it goes back and forth in time, and you see Tom Hanks and Halle Berry's characters. They play different characters all throughout history, and it's basically, I think it's a story is basically about how love transcends time and space and everything else, and how one moment you could be a hero, and in another time you could be a villain. And it looks really, really good. It just looks absolutely outstanding. The trailer just completely blew me away, and I totally have to give Dr. Cool 11 credit for that, because I didn't see this trailer. We were making up our list, and then I saw it when he listed it on his list of movies, and I absolutely fell in love with the trailer. The trailer looks insane, and this movie looks absolutely incredible, so I'm just dying to see that. So that's my number 6 pick. And now back to Dr. Cool for pick number 7.
So back to me for number 7. I'm not going to do it with my fingers because I'm going to mess it up. But this one I have to give credit to you as well, because you give me credit for Cloud Atlas. But this one I have to give a lot of credit to you, because House at the End of the Street is number 7. It stars Jennifer Lawrence and all them, and it's basically a horror movie. I never really was interested in it. I'm not that horror fan type. I can take it, but I just don't want a lot of it. And I watched a couple of trailers then after you listed it, and I was like, whoa, this looks pretty good. The plot is newly divorced Sarah and her daughter Elisa find the house of their dreams in a small upscale rural town, but when starting and unexplainable events begin to happen, Sarah and Elisa learn the town is in the shadows of a chilling secret. Usually I don't like that much horrors, because I'm 13, and I can take it. Yeah, I play Call of Duty all the time. I play all this stuff, blood and gore. So lots of blood and gore. But it's just when they overdo it and overuse it. It's just like the Saw franchise. They just tired it out. But it's Jennifer Lawrence plays the daughter, Elizabeth Shue, and Max Theriot. I don't know what he's been in before. And just a load of new and random people we haven't heard of before. And before I just leave the House at the End of the Street, I have to say I think this movie mightn't do that well. Reasons, people I've been chatting to don't seem to like it for some reason. I don't know why, but I think it'll actually do maybe quite well the first weekend or something, and then it'll just die out. Because Hunger Games and just her and all that backstory of her films, I think that will push more money in. So Trepassers, over to you to do the duty. Number 8, I think. Yeah, 8.
Now I'm back with my number 8 on our list. It's called Les Mis, or Les Miserables. Okay, it's based on the Victor Hugo novel, classic novel about Jean Valette. I think that's the character's name, played by Hugh Jackman in this movie. And he about a thief who gets in prison, and then he gets paroled and gets pursued constantly by Javette. I think that's the character's name, played by in this movie Russell Crowe, who constantly hounds him. And I remember I saw part of the earlier version that starred, I believe, Jeffrey Rush and Liam Neeson, which wasn't a musical. This one is a musical, this version of it. And if you see the trailer, or I guess sneak peek of it, that's about a minute-long trailer of it they show. And it stars Anne Hathaway, Hugh Jackman, like I said, Russell Crowe, Amanda Seyfried. This looks intense. The movie, and it's a musical this time, and it looks absolutely outstanding, and I'm anxious to see this one. And I remember Les Mis, as they call it, being on Broadway for years. I think it was on Broadway for a good 15, maybe 10, 15 years. It was just on Broadway forever. And I'm anxious to actually see this story, you know, in the musical. It looks good. And you know, Hugh Jackman can sing. And if that's Anne Hathaway singing, I don't know if that's her or somebody dubbed their voice in the trailer, but it looks absolutely great. So I'm just anxious to see this. So that's my number 8 pick. And now back to Dr. Cool 11 for his pick of number 9.
Thank you, Trey Passer. Now it's back to me for number 9, which is Silent Hill Revelations in 3D. Yes, in 3D. Before Trey Passer actually said about this movie, I never actually saw the first one, but I definitely thought the games, they looked okay. I haven't played them, but I eventually will. And the past week, 2 weeks ago actually, I did watch the first one, and I am very interested. The plot is basically when her father disappears, Heather Masson, is drawn into a strange and terrifying alternative reality that holds answers to horrific nightmares that have plagued her since her childhood, which sounds very interesting. We have a cast of Sean Bean, we have Radha Mitchell, Carrie-Anne Moss, and it just continues. We have Malcolm McDonald, Adrian Clements, and just a load of other people. Some we haven't heard, some we have, especially Sean Bean because he's a legend. And now my credit basically goes to Trey Passer, because the same I give him Cloud Atlas. He gave me this. I never saw these before, and I saw them, and I actually kind of now really looking forward to this. This is why it's number 9 on our list. So now Trey Passer, it's back to you for the final ever, not maybe ever, but number 10 to you.
Thank you, Doctor. And now I'm back with the final movie on our list. It's called Alex Cross. Now, people that have seen my channel know that I've talked about it a couple of times. I'm a big Alex Cross fan, and which are books based on James Patterson, the author James Patterson. He did a series of books based on the detective Alex Cross, who's a black detective who lives in Washington, whose wife has been killed, and he's raising his 3 kids, and he lives with his grandmother, and he has a partner named Samson. And he's basically like a profiler. He handles all these tough cases. He works for the Washington PD, but he's also a psychologist, and he works for the FBI, and he's a profiler. He handles all these insane cases, and the books are absolutely fantastic. And Morgan Freeman, of course, played Alex Cross in the 2 movies, Kiss the Girls, and Along Came the Spider, which is based on 2 Alex Cross's novels. And of course, if you read the books, you know that well, I love Morgan Freeman as an actor. Alex Cross in the books are described as a young, I guess about 30-ish kind of guy, and he's supposed to resemble a young Muhammad Ali. So of course, you know they changed it differently. Now, excuse me. Now, in this movie, Alex Cross stars Tyler Perry as Alex Cross, and Matthew Fox is the villain that he goes against. Now, I originally heard that Idris Elba, who played Luther, and of course, and was in Thor's Helmdall, was supposed to be Alex Cross, but apparently I think they went Tyler Perry because they figured that he has bigger name recognition and stuff. And I was kind of disappointed at that, because I thought Idris Elba would be great, because he was great as Luther. He's just a great actor anyway, but they went with Tyler Perry, and I saw the trailer, and the trailer doesn't look too bad, and I'll give it a chance, because like I said, I love the character of Alex Cross. And hopefully this movie will turn out good. And Matthew Fox looks insane in this movie. It looks like he got into crazy shape, and he looks like a crazy villain. So I'm going to give it a chance. And like I said, I'm a big fan of the Alex Cross novels and James Patterson novels. So that's why I'm going to give it a shot. So that's my number 10. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed our top 10 list of movies that we're most looking forward to for the rest of 2012. Okay, I had a great ball doing this video with collaboration with Dr. Cool 11. He's, like I said, he's a fellow YouTuber from Ireland, a young fellow YouTuber, but he's very, very knowledgeable about movies, and you definitely check out his channel. I'll leave a link to his channel down below. You can check out his channel. He does movie reviews, and he does all these wacky kind of videos too. And he's just a great fellow YouTuber, and I definitely give him some subs. Need some love. And like I said, I'll leave a link down to his channel. Let me know what you think of our list and what movies you're looking forward to for the rest of 2012. And this is Trey Passer saying,
please sub to me and Trey Passer. Of course, he's brilliant if you already haven't. So this is me, Dr. Cool 11, saying see you soon.